Hi, I'm Joe Denler, General Counsel for the Elite family of companies and the Director of Claims for the InterNACHI RPG insurance program. Today we're going to talk a little bit about damages that might be available to a plaintiff when they try to bring a case against an inspector. Generally speaking, the most prevalent damages that are available to plaintiffs in litigation cases are repair or replacement costs. These are generally what it would cost to fix the system or component that they allege you failed to inspect properly, or to replace that system and component. Those we see all the time. Other areas where the plaintiff may claim damages include diminution in value. What that generally means is, because of the condition that you did not report, that the property now has a lower value than what was paid for by your client. This doesn't come up that often because in most states, a claimant can't seek diminution in value in addition to repair or replacement. And more often than not, the diminution is actually the value of that repair or replacement. We do see other claims, though, where someone tries to claim a diminution in value because of what we call a stigma issue. Mold, somebody died in the house, the home has asbestos in it or did at one time. While people try to bring these claims, most of them fail because the truth of the matter is that the stigma allegations generally don't hold up when we get to court. The other area where damages can be claimed are if there's a violation of a state consumer protection law. These are critically important. These usually involve a claim that there was a misrepresentation about the quality or scope of the work you were going to do, or an affirmative misrepresentation about your qualifications. In those situations, if there's a state consumer protection law in your area that applies, the damages may be tripled. We call those treble damages in the law, and there may also be a component where the claimant can collect their attorney's fees for that case from you. These damages are generally not part of your insurance coverage under any policy, which means that they would ultimately fall to you, and as you can imagine, that could be a catastrophic event for a small business. Therefore, it's always important that you make sure that all of your advertising and marketing materials, all of your documents, your website, and anything else you do is fully and completely vetted and honest and straightforward. And if there's any changes to those, you need to make sure they're done right away. The other area for potential damages for a home inspector are in states where there are regulations and there's an administrative body that governs licensing and discipline of inspectors. In those situations, if the state body brings a claim against you on behalf of a consumer, they can obtain statutory fines and penalties. Statutory fines and penalties are critical because they're not generally covered by any insurance policy, which means that they fall to you to pay out of pocket. While a state licensing board can't make you pay damages to a client, they can fine you, and those fines can be close or more than the claim may be actually worth if the client sued you in court. For those reasons, it's critically important that you make sure that all of your business documents, your advertising, your marketing materials, and anything that bears your name or your company's name is completely and 100% vetted and accurate. And if there's any changes, that you make those changes right away in all of your materials so that no consumer can ever complain that they weren't fully informed of the scope of your work and the scope of your qualifications. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.